Hey guys, welcome to the channel and welcome back to another video. On this video, let's talk housing market numbers. What's going on with the state of the housing market, and is it a good time to buy, a bad time to buy right now or not? But let's kind of analyze, or at least talk about real quickly on this video, some of the important housing numbers that you should be considering if you're trying or considering buying a house right now. Now, the information that I'm going to talk about came basically from Freddie Mac and the National Association of Realtors. So let's jump right into it. Listen, one thing to keep in mind right now is that October, November, December is always the best time to buy any type of property, especially a primary residence, because right now we're heading into the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, not real big buying times for most people. So if you're looking to buy a house, now is the right time to consider buying that house. It's the slowest time of the year and the best time to be out there actually looking. Now, here's the deal though. Supply has not changed. The number of existing homes, not new builds, but homes that are existing that are out there in the supply chain was about 1.3 million last year at this time, and it's still about 1.3 million. So supply really has not changed or gave way yet. But at the same time, demand for housing is starting to decrease. We know it's been on the decrease in the last month or so, right? It's going down. The demand is not quite what it's been. Now, depending on where you live in America, we're talking, there could be some higher demand, bigger cities, etc. But overall, from a general standpoint, demand is going down. Now that's good, because when demand goes down, typically prices tend to go down as well. And if you look out there right now, prices are going down. You see large cuts on a lot of properties that are out there for sale as we speak. And that's good for buyers, right? And then the obvious main reason that demand is going down is because of interest rates going up. Kind of the elephant in the room, right? As interest rates go up, it's less attractive for people to be out there borrowing money. But if you're thinking about buying a house right now, yeah, you're going to pay a little extra because of the increased interest rates. And here's the interesting thing about the interest rates. They're not going down anytime soon. A couple of weeks ago, the Federal Reserve said, hey, we're going to keep raising the federal fund rate, which essentially raises the mortgage rates. We're going to raise those until inflation is under control. That was sort of a warning they gave us, right? So that means, yeah, we're up over 6% right now for the first time in 14 or 15 years for a 30-year fixed mortgage. But there's a possibility it could go even higher depending on what the Federal Reserve decides to do with interest rates in their next two meetings here in November and December. They may raise rates again both times, and then we may see interest rates for mortgages for the 30-year fixed go over 7, maybe near 8%. We don't know what's going to happen with that. We just kind of got to wait and see. Those higher interest rates are a big discouragement for buyers, right? There's a lot of people that are locked in at 3% or 2.5%, 4%. Nobody wants to give up that interest rate for a 6 or 7% interest rate. So we'll see what happens. Hey guys, if you're getting anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, smash the like, share the video, and also subscribe and drop me a comment below, and check out in the description box some other videos that could be helpful for you. And so earlier I mentioned that, existing home sales are down. Well, they're down for the 7th straight month in a row. September was the 7th straight month in a row that existing home sales were down. So technically speaking, we're in a housing market recession, because a housing market recession, the textbook definition, is 6 straight months of existing home sales being down. So we're at 7 straight months. So essentially, in a more formal way of looking at it, we're in a housing market recession. So if housing prices have gone down for 7 straight months, there's a very good chance that over the next 2 to 3 months, at the end of the year, when demand slows down, those existing home sales will continue to go down. And we'll sort of see, like we're starting to see, this shift from being a seller's market to being a buyer's market. I think that time is coming, but at the same time, you have that issue with the rates. So think about that as well if you're trying or thinking about buying a house. Now, another measure or thing to think about is last September 2021, the median home price in America was $380,000. Now, today, roughly 1 year later, that home price is about $427,000, which is a nice, solid jump. A large increase, much larger than normal in just 1 year. Typically, the median home price doesn't go up that high that soon. So there was a lot of appreciation that happened for homes over the last year. Now listen, That's not going to continue into the next year, 2023. Just keep that in mind. Appreciation on homes is not going to keep increasing at that rate. Where you might have saw 7, 8, or 9% appreciation over the last year, you're not going to see that. They're predicting that it's going to be more like 4%, back down to normal, right? The typical average over 10 years or 20 years is typically around 3 to 3.5% of appreciation. It's going to be more like what we see over the next year. So if you're thinking about buying a house, don't look at a house that has gone up from 380 to 427 and say, oh, wow, that's going to go up to 470. It's not going to do that. The appreciation rate is definitely slowing down. We already see that. And of course, we see that home sales are obviously decreasing. So here's the deal. Should you buy a house right now based on the numbers that's out there? It also depends on your personal situation. Are you ready to buy a home? Do you have an emergency fund? Do you have money saved up? Are you ready to actually purchase a piece of property for yourself? That's really a personal determination, a personal choice that you're going to have to make on your own. I think you need to analyze the numbers and see if this is right for you. Right now, you're going to be borrowing money at twice the rate that you would have borrowed money from 8 or 9 months ago. But if you find the right deal, especially if you're looking towards the end of the year, because demand is going down, and that's favorable for you as a buyer, because at the same time, prices are going down as well. So consider all of those things. I'm not here to tell you if you should buy now or if you shouldn't buy now. I'm just here to tell you to evaluate the entire situation, analyze all the numbers, especially in the area where you're looking to buy. That's going to be most important too. What's happening in the middle of Seattle or Manhattan, New York, is not happening in the middle of St. Louis, Missouri, or in Little Rock, Arkansas, or in Las Vegas, Nevada, right? Everything is a little bit different based on where you want to buy a piece of property. Make your own decision based on the numbers and based on where you are personally, financially. Hey, listen, I hope you guys got something out of this video, at least some information about the numbers that's out there that's being reported in terms of the housing market. Hey guys, smash the like button, share the video, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and also drop me a comment below and tell me, do you think it's a good time to buy a piece of property for yourself or not? Hey, the best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Take care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.